That's how it's done. But he said they're killing it. I mean, they're just destroying this color. The fish will tell you what they want. You just got to be willing to listen. You know that saying, you can lead the horse to water, and you can't make them drink. Welcome back to Wapsie River Rat Fishing and Hunting Adventures, the place where the outdoors isn't just a hobby, it's a way of life. Here in Northeast Iowa, the mornings start early, the coffee's strong, and the memories are built one cast, one hunt, and one adventure at a time. On this channel, you'll get to experience firsthand what the outdoor lifestyle is really like in the hills, rivers, timbers, and back roads of Northeast Iowa, or anywhere else the adventure takes us. From chasing spring gobblers and Midwest whitetails to fishing hidden rivers, building custom tackle, shooting archery, testing gear, and living the everyday grind of the outdoors. We bring you along for all of it. The success, the failures, the hard work, and the laughs, and the moments you can't script. Whether you're here for hunting, fishing, tackle crafting, archery equipment, outdoor content, or just the lifestyle itself, you're in the right place. So sit back, enjoy the adventure, and welcome to Wapsie River Rat Fishing and Hunting Adventures. Let's get after it. All right, welcome back everyone. Today we got another bait making video that we're going to be doing up. This weekend I was not able to get out there and do any types of adventures because Saturday, my wife and my son wanted to go take a little trip, so we had a little bit of family time on Saturday, and then also Sunday I ended up getting sick and was not able to go out and do anything. So today spent some time with my son and daughter, and now I am down in the bait making lab, and a buddy of mine over the weekend was slaying the smallmouth here in Iowa, and he said those footballs that he was catching were just tearing up his bait, and now he can't find them anywhere. So he called me up, asked me if I could duplicate that bait for him, and I said sure, let me know what the bait looked like. Well, he couldn't find it online, so he described it to me, and he said, all right, it looks like the rippers that you make, the swim bait rippers that I got from Do It. And he said, but it was longer than that, but didn't have as deep as ribs as the quaking shad, but they were longer than the rippers, and they weren't smooth. They were white. They had some metallic type flake in there and all that. Well, he didn't ever tell me what colors the metallic was, but he said there was big flake in there. And every once in a while when he would move it in the sun, that flake would shine and disappear. And then he said, but it had a violet rose type tint to it. And I was like, okay. And said, well, give me a second, let me come up with something. So today we are going to try and duplicate that bait. See if that is exactly what he wants. So, but on top of it all, I did get an order, and one of the products that I got an order from good old 8-Bit Baits here is the new Electric Shad. Check that out. Got the Electric Shad Siren Scales. I did get 2 others. I got the Katana, which is a bleeder, which is perfectly fine. I'm going to try that out on a different bait, see if I can't come up with something on that. And then I got the new Shark Bait Siren Scales from 8-Bit Baits. And then I got small things, the Hollow Shift color on here, I got Threadfin and hollow shift powder, small container of that, and I got the non-bleed motor oil. Now, if I absolutely love this motor oil, I am doing away with any other type of motor oil that I have, and I am going to be ordering the big jars of this motor oil. But we're not going to be doing the motor oil today. From there, we're going to be doing the Electric Shad. We're going to give this a whirl, see if this is exactly what he was wanting, and we're just going to try and match that up. From everything that he said is what we're going to give it a try. I mean, we're going to be giving Snow Shine, we're going to throw some Violet, and no, this is Rose Pearl. The Rose Pearl from Do It, and then we're going to throw in some of this Interference Violet mica shift powder. Throw that in there, and the Dirty It Up, because he did say that there was some black flake in there, but he said it was not the hex glitter or the square, it was the good old string glitter, which we're just going to throw some Barlow's whisker glitter in there. So I got all the molds lined up here. We're gonna, because I'm gonna give it all a whirl. I got them all clamped up here, big old clamp. And what I have in there is various size of rippers. I got the Quaking Shad in there, and I got the Slick Shiner mold in there. So with all that being said, all right. So we got this all heated up and everything. We're just going to squirt a healthy amount of this Dead on Plastix Snow Shine. Get it in there. I'll get a healthy amount going in there. Get this all stirred in there nice and white. Probably need to go a little bit more. See that on that Snow Shine? I can see it. It's kind of hard to see in the video of that nice, tiny, I mean tiny, microscopic silver flake in there. Get it all nice stirred up in there. Alright, what should we go with first? We're going to go with this Violet. The Interference Violet. Go with this one first. Put a nice healthy amount in there because I got 2 cups of plastic in here. I'm gonna go with a pinch, which would be the 1/16. Now you don't need a whole lot of that, and I'm hoping I'm not gonna ruin it with this Rose Pearl from Do It Molds, but we're gonna give it a try and see what that does for us. Another 1/16 of that. And go with them with some whisker glitter, and we're gonna put in a healthy amount of that in here too. And we're gonna go with a dash, 1/8 teaspoon. Go with a heap in there. Dirty it up a little bit, give it some texture and all that. Throw a little bit more in there. I did throw a little bit more in there. And then we're gonna go with this, the Electric Shad from 8-Bit Baits, and I'm gonna try and not get this all over the place. And I think we're gonna go with 1/8 of that too. Chunky, chunky, chunky. And this stuff is just killer, guys. Check that out. We're gonna throw a little bit more in there. Alright, hopefully we got enough stuff in there right now. And we are going to have to reheat this up. And I think close to what we got earlier, what he described to me. Hopefully this will do it for him. He said the smallmouth were just killing it earlier with that white pearlish type color. I mean, maybe. You know what? We're going to throw in another little bit of this. And we're just going to throw in a small amount. Maybe that'll do her up. I mean, every once in a while you'll see a siren scale. I got the ticket. Hold on. We're going to throw some blue sparkle in there from Lure Works. Throw in some sparkle. Blue sparkle. I love this stuff. I do. Yeah. Alright, that's the ticket with those siren scales. That's what I'm talking about. He did say there was a little blue, violet, something, metallic type flake in there that he couldn't really understand what was going on. So we're going to heat this back up. We're going to shoot it. And we'll see how this turns out, and hopefully this is a ticket for him. Alright, one sec. Alright, got it heated up. Hopefully that reheat gets those siren scales broken up. Get that all stirred around. Get more of that broken up. Alright. Alright, get the gloves on. Always glove up, because this plastic is hot, guys. So you don't want third-degree burns. You don't want to have to go to the hospital. Got my big injector ready to go. Get that air out, purge it. Alright, let's start with this one. That was one of the rippers. Go with the next one. Another ripper. Small rippers. And I'm not going to be able to get to because I'm a dummy. Let's see if I can get you guys turned so you guys can see what I'm doing. get that off there. See if I can get to that one. Probably not. Alright. Let's go with that. Start with that. Alright, guys. Hopefully this turns out pretty well and I can showcase those. It was something that he described to me over the phone. Hopefully it works out for him. And if it does, I'll show you. I might be keeping some of these baits off to the side for myself because they look killer already. From just pouring up, I mean, take a look at that. You probably can't see before I start pouring out. Hold on. I mean, that white, nice white. You got some of those siren scales in there, they're showing off. Got that blue sparkle flake in there. Ooh, I believe it's going to be money. All right, guys. So let's go ahead, see what's going to happen. Let these cool off, and I'll showcase them. All right, they're already cooled off, ready to go. Let's take a look at them. This is the 3.5 Ripper Precision one. I know you guys always see the Sandcast one because I can dual inject those pretty easy. The CNC ones, the way Do It made it, you'll get swirls if you try and dual inject with this. So if you want the swirl effect, great, awesome, but you're not going to be able to dual inject with this. So, and I am liking that already. Alright, I'm pretty sure this will work for them. I mean, alright, one sec. Alright. I mean, you can tell the siren scale there in the tail with that black flake. Let's take that sprue off. I'm pretty sure if this was in the sunlight, this would be absolutely killer. But I am sure this will do it for him, because that is pretty sweet. He said the smallmouths were killing it around here with this mold. Alright, we got a bigger size Ripper. I can't remember what size this one is. This one was a 3-inch. This one is a 3.5 inch. Because I told him I got various sizes of this Ripper for him that I can use. So there we go. A lot better for you guys. You got that blue and sparkle flake in there. You got the siren, that sweet, sweet 8-bit bait siren scales. That Electric Shad Siren Scales. I'm gonna have to try that Electric Shad out Siren Scales in black. Definitely try that in black, because that would be killer. That is awesome. That is awesome. Loving it already. This one, 4-inch Ripper. Now, all you I didn't notice this, but there was supposed to be a hook slot in this. Interesting. Let's tear that off. Alright, all you northern fishing, northern pike fishermen, this would be killer 2 for you. 4-inch. Oh, hold on. Let's just do this then. Alright. I didn't notice that there was supposed to be a hook slide in there. 4-inch there. Northern pike. Smallmouth. Oh yeah, guys. That's the trick to it though, man. If the fish aren't biting, you got to listen to what they're wanting, all right? You got to listen to what they're wanting. They'll tell you. They'll tell you. All right, we got a multi-cavity here of the Ripper, and this is the tiny, I call these the extra small Rippers, because these would be killer crappie bait. And I should have shot these up before for crappie fishing, but I didn't because I didn't think of it. But tiny guys. I call them the extra small. There we go. Let's pop one of these out. That's how small this guy is. He's a tiny guy. But I told him I'll get him various sizes. So, alright, let's check out the quaking shads, alright? Ooh. Ooh. Let's see. There we go. There you go. Pull one of these out for you. Long guy, long paddle tail, but get me. I can get the focus in on there. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Loving it. Alright, I don't think this amounted to anything. Nope, it didn't. Alright, we'll get rid of that one later. We'll shoot that one out because that one is a special one of mine. So, it's one of those that, you know, type deal. So, and I'll showcase that one later to you. Alright, let's check this one out. See where everything's going. For some reason, I just love the Sandcast version of the Slick Shiners. I mean, it's probably one of the best molds that DeWitt's ever made for soft baits. Simple, easy. And you can tell every little bit of those siren scales that are in there if it would focus and let me show it off. But my camera's not doing it justice. There we go. A little bit of that red, a little bit of that purple violet in there. Let's pull one of these out, show it to you. There, that's definitely showing you how everything goes, man. That's how it's done. But he said they're killing it. I mean, they're just destroying this color. And it was a paddle tail. So, I mean, let's do this one again. I mean, yeah. So the fish will tell you what they want. You just got to be willing to listen. You know that saying, you can lead the horse to water, and but you can't make them drink. That's the way it is with this stuff. All right. So, you just got to be willing to listen. I mean, he was telling me what he wanted, and they were just destroying it. But I told him they could be smashing it that one day. They might be wanting something different later. But he said he wants this in his arsenal of baits just in case they want that again. So, anyway, guys, that's all I got for you. Get out there, get some of this 8-bit bait, Siren Scales, get some of that product from them. Awesome stuff. I mean, it's just killer product. Anyway, check out Clark's Outfitters. Pure whitetail, pure crappie, kill shot coffee. They're doing awesome stuff with kids, getting them in the outdoors. And because every bit of product that you buy from Kill Shot Coffee, a little bit of that money goes right back into the program that they have for killing it for kids and getting them in out there in the outdoors. Go check them out. Everything that I mentioned will be in the description down below. All right. Anyway, guys, that's all I got for you. I'll see you on the next one, and I'll see you out on the river. Peace.